Here we are, welcome back to the channel, and in this video we're going to see if we can help you gain these precious grid positions as you do a track guide on this week's daily race B. So as usual, go into your sport mode and from there click onto your daily races. So we've got 3 to choose from as per, but we're going to concentrate on daily race B at the Nürburgring GP circuit in the GR4 cars. Now we're going to select from the garage, and yes, we're in the G70 again, as that does seem the meta car at the minute, but there is due an update on Thursday, so there may be a BOP update, who knows. Make sure you get your racing hard tyres on the front and the rear. When you're ready, click onto your qualifying time trial, press OK, and away we go. So in terms of assists for this one, we're running no traction control, counter steer we have off, ABS we run default, and brake balance we do have +5 to the rear. So let's get into the lap as we use the Ghost from the fastest G70 in the world as a reference. A very long lap and very busy, so we'll do our best to get through this. The first braking point, you're looking at the 100 board. Then we're going to brake in before we reach that 100 board. Just before, brake in a straight line, you can see, for as long as possible. And as we turn in, we're releasing those brakes. As soon as you hit this apex, plant the throttle in second gear to get the traction out of that corner. This left is a little bit difficult. Look at the throttle and the brake. The slightest tap of the brake and just releasing the throttle. This corner is more about feel. There's no real references for that one to turn in. Make sure you run as wide as you can to get the best exit. For this one, we're looking at where the AstroTurf meets the grass on the right. As you pretty much get level with that, we're going to hit the brakes and we're going to come down to first gear and try and hook this left as much as you can. As long as you keep 2 wheels on that curb, you'll be absolutely fine, but you want to stay as far left as possible as this opens up the right hander. And all we're doing for this one is just releasing the throttle, but again, try and cut that as much as you can, but make sure that you're keeping 2 wheels on that curb. Run as wide as you can without going on the grass. Track limits can be a bit of a pain for that one, so look out for those. For this next left, we've got 2 braking references. We've got the cone and also the start of the little white curb on the right as a braking reference. Now for this one, you want to just kind of coast the car in, use the downforce of the car, get on that throttle as early as you can, and try and pull away to the left hand side. And there's a little reference to the start of that curb on the right, you can hit the brakes. And the further left we come, we can get a better exit out of this corner. So as early as you can, get an accelerator into third gear so we get a good run out of that corner, actually gain a little bit on the Ghost in that section. Come to the tight right hairpin. Again, a difficult one to kind of gauge, but I use the curb on the right hand side as a reference. So brake in before we get to that curb, or pretty much just as we get to that curb. Well, we broke a little bit too early for that one, but there are a couple of different lines you can experiment with. Now I like to run a little bit deep and then cut back as we did there. It seems a faster exit, you can hug the corner, but that to me, if you V the corner off, you do get a much better exit. So for these Schumacher S's, absolutely flat out, not a problem at all in this GR4 car. As we come to this next left-hander, which is a quite tricky one to get right, and we stay in fourth gear, but we'll see the 100 board just there in the distance as a little marker. We brake in before we get to that 100 board, and again, as soon as we turn in, we're releasing those brakes. You want to take the curb on the inside if you can. Get an accelerator nice and early as that corner is slightly banked, so that's not a problem at all. And for this one, we're looking at the start of the curb on the right, and all we're doing for this one is at the slightest tap of the brake you can see. The slightest tap just to get that car pointed in, and as early as you can, get on the accelerator and use all the track on the exit. Again, that can be a tricky one. If you get on the throttle too early, you'll end up in the gravel, which then will slow your run all the way to this tricky chicane. Make or break, we've really got to send it into this corner. Look at the 100 board on the right, perfect brake marker. As soon as you get level with that, we're going to hit the brakes. As you turn in, release those brakes. You can cut a lot of this curb on the left as long as you keep 2 wheels again on that white curbing, red and white curbing, you're absolutely fine. And for the right hander, aim for that cone. It's a perfect marker to aim for. Accelerate into third gear, and you can take a lot of speed into that corner if you get it right. Again, track limits can be a bit of a pain. Last corner, again, quite a difficult one to get right, but I use this red marker on the left as a bit of reference. As we get level with that, we're going to hit the brakes. Stay as tight as you can to the right hand side. And when you see the beginning of the pit wall, you want to get as tight to that as you can, and also that can be an acceleration point as well. Accelerate into third gear, and that is a lap of the Nürburgring GP. So we come across the line for 2 minutes and 5.288, which at the time of recording actually put us P11 in the world. So Not a bad lap for a reference, and this is I think a 5-lap race on daily race B, so grid positions I think will be quite critical. Just watch out for those dive bombs into the first corner and that tight right hairpin as well. Yeah, so let me know how you guys get on with this one. And right now we're going to show you the chase cam, but we're going further, guys. If you do like this content and if it does help you, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate all your support at the minute. So as we show you the chase cam, we're going to show you how much of this track that we can actually use, especially for this corner. And like I said before, as long as you keep 2 wheels on the red and white curb, you're absolutely fine. But you want to stay as far left as you can, so you're right on the edge of track limits there. And again, for this right-hander, plant it in 3rd gear, but careful not to run too wide onto the grass there, because you will get dirty tyres, which kind of upsets this section. The car will lose a bit of grip. Try and hit the brakes, let the car roll around nicely, accelerator nice and early. Dab with the brake, get the car pointed in, and hit the accelerator into 3rd gear, and it's all the curb on the left hand side. Again, for this one, try a few different lines. Now you can go a little bit deeper for this one and cut back in. I think I braked it a little bit too early, so you can kind of veer that off a lot more. Wasn't a bad exit, but we have done a 0.2 in that sector before as well, so definitely more time to find in this lap, with a perfect lap of course, but always hard to nail it on one whole lap, especially when a lap is over 2 minutes long. Very difficult to get that right. I think this will provide good racing. I think Nürburgring GP circuit, not one of my favourites, but it does provide normally close and tight racing. And the only reason it's not one of my favourites is, like I mentioned before, you will get dive bombed 100% in the first corner, and in that tight right hairpin. And even this one coming up as well can be quite sketchy in daily races. So for this one, as we play in normal play, brake at the 100 board and really launch it, send it into the chicane as much as you can. Cut as much of that as you dare, but again, be careful on track limits. They can be quite weird on this layout, I would say. Sometimes you think you've nailed it and you'll get a 1.5 second penalty, especially in the first sector, so just be conscious of that. Maybe in a race, maybe leave a bit more room for error, just in case. So let me know which dailies you guys will be trying this week, Daily A, Daily B or Daily C. And let me know which ones are your favourites. And also what combinations you would like to see in the future. That could be a good shout as well. But for now guys, we'll leave you with the rest of the replay. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And I'll see you all on the next one. Happy racing. Laters.